For over a century, every museum exhibit, every documentary, every Hollywood blockbuster showed the world the same thing. A massive shark, built like a great white, but bigger, much bigger. A scaled-up version of the most feared predator in the modern ocean. In March 2025, 29 of the world's leading fossil shark experts published a landmark study in the journal Paleontologia Electronica, and they admitted something that shook the foundation of everything paleontology thought it knew. We were wrong about Megalodon, almost completely wrong. Not just about what it looked like, about how big it was, about how it moved, about why it vanished, and about something else, something the study raises without fully answering. Whether the most powerful predator that ever lived is actually gone. Tonight on Vanished History, the real Megalodon. The discoveries that just rewrote the science. And the question that the world's leading shark experts have never been able to fully close. Let's start with what we thought we knew, and why almost all of it was built on a flawed assumption. Megalodon, formerly known as Otodus megalodon, lived between 15 and 3.6 million years ago. It was the apex predator of its era. It hunted whales. It dominated every ocean on Earth. The problem is, no one has ever found a complete Megalodon skeleton. Sharks are cartilaginous fish. Their skeletons are made almost entirely of cartilage, and cartilage rarely fossilizes. What Megalodon left behind was teeth, vertebrae, scales, fragments. For decades, scientists used the great white shark as their model, assuming Megalodon had the same stocky, torpedo-shaped body, just scaled up. That assumption produced the version of Megalodon that appeared in every museum, every documentary, and the 2018 blockbuster film, The Meg. That assumption was wrong. In March 2025, paleobiology professor Kenshu Shimada of DePaul University led a team of 29 shark experts from 10 countries. Their approach was different. Instead of comparing Megalodon to the great white, they surveyed the proportions of 145 modern shark species and 20 extinct species. Head length, trunk length, tail length. Then they applied that data to the best Megalodon fossil evidence available, a nearly complete fossilized vertebral column found in Belgium measuring approximately 11 meters, 36 feet in length. What they found changed everything. Megalodon was not built like a great white shark. It was built like a lemon shark. Long, sleek, hydrodynamic, more like a whale in its proportions than the muscular ambush predator Hollywood gave us. The head accounted for approximately 16.6% of total body length. The tail, 32.6%. Adding those proportions to the Belgian specimen produced a total estimated length of 16.4 meters, 54 feet. But the Belgian specimen was not the largest Megalodon fossil ever found. In Denmark, researchers had found vertebrae measuring 23 centimeters in diameter, 9 inches across. For context, adult human vertebrae measure approximately 2.5 centimeters. When the Danish vertebrae are applied to the new body model, the calculated total length reaches 24.3 meters, 80 feet, the length of 2 school buses placed end to end. And according to the researchers, that is the largest possible reasonable estimate that current fossil evidence can scientifically justify. There may have been larger individuals whose fossils have not yet been found. Shimada himself said this, and the quote is worth sitting with. The fact that we still don't know exactly how Megalodon looked keeps our imagination going. The continued mystery like this makes paleontology a fascinating and exciting scientific field. The lead scientist on the most comprehensive Megalodon study ever published said, "We still don't know exactly what it looked like. No complete skeleton has ever been found. We don't know the exact shape of its head. We don't know the precise position or size of its fins. We don't know what it looked like when it swam." For a creature that supposedly went extinct 3.6 million years ago, we know remarkably little. Now let's talk about what actually happened to Megalodon, because the official explanation has a problem. The accepted scientific position is that Megalodon went extinct approximately 3.6 million years ago during the late Pliocene epoch, climate change, and competition. As ocean temperatures dropped, Megalodon's preferred hunting grounds contracted. The great white shark was evolving and expanding. Competition for prey increased. Megalodon's food supply collapsed. The 2025 study added a new dimension, suggesting the rise of the great white shark may have directly contributed to Megalodon's extinction through direct competition. That explanation is logical. It is supported by the fossil record. But here is what the fossil record also shows, and what scientists have never fully resolved. The youngest confirmed Megalodon fossils date to approximately 3.6 million years ago. That date comes from sediment layers, geological strata that show Megalodon teeth disappearing from the record at a specific point in time. But the ocean is not a library. Less than 25% of the deep ocean floor has been mapped to modern standards. The Mariana Trench reaches nearly 11 kilometers below the surface. Pressure at those depths exceeds 1,000 times atmospheric pressure at sea level. We have sent humans to the moon 6 times. And in all of human history, only a handful of people have ever reached the deepest point of the ocean. The Natural History Museum in London addressed the question of whether Megalodon could still be alive directly. Their position is clear. The scientific consensus is that it is extinct. But they also acknowledge something important. Large marine animals can exist out of sight for extended periods. The giant squid, growing up to 13 meters long, was considered a myth by mainstream science until the 20th century. The first confirmed photograph of a living giant squid was not taken until 2004, and the NHM noted specifically, as for alleged contemporary megalodons, there have been no confirmed sightings, alive or dead. Not confirmed. Not proven, impossible. Not confirmed. Here is what the 2025 study established that nobody is talking about. Megalodon's slender body shape was not built for ambush hunting in shallow coastal waters. It was built for sustained open ocean cruising, energy-efficient movement across vast oceanic distances, deep water endurance. Researchers confirmed this with speed estimates. Megalodon likely cruised at between 2.1 and 3.5 kilometers per hour. Slow, efficient, conserving energy across enormous distances. That is not the behavior of a shallow water ambush predator. That is the behavior of a deep ocean traveler. 29 of the world's leading fossil shark experts published their findings in March 2025. And at the end of it, the lead scientist said we still don't know exactly what it looked like. No complete skeleton, no confirmed soft tissue, no definitive body outline, only teeth and vertebrae, and a question that the ocean is under no obligation to answer. The most powerful predator that ever lived ruled every ocean on Earth for 12 million years. And then, according to the fossil record, it vanished. Less than 25% of the deep ocean has been mapped. The last comprehensive survey of the Mariana Trench was conducted in 2012. The ocean covers 71% of the surface of this planet. and the deepest parts of it remain, to this day, less explored than the surface of the moon. Subscribe to Vanished History, because the deeper you go, the more you realize how little we actually know.